Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. You know me, my name is Graham, and today we're going to be talking about just another way that you can enhance your display, more specifically if you have Moducases or even Detolfs. So if you're new to the channel, I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider being a channel member. A while ago, I did a video on raising my Detolfs off the ground, and I made like almost like an entertainment stand or a riser for my Detolfs, and it turned out really well. And what it did was it got my Detolfs up off the ground so that you could enjoy the lower shelf like a whole bunch more, because you just couldn't see things on the bottom. It really bothered me. I didn't like putting things on the bottom shelf because when you're standing right in front of it, you're looking down and you can't see it, you can't enjoy the figures down there. So when I got Moducases, well, I was ecstatic, right? They're great. And Moducase does offer, I think it's like a 4-inch riser, or you can do drawers. And you can go check out their website for that. And if you're in the market for Moducases, consider getting them because they are life-changing when it comes to your display. However, with the way that my basement is set up, with the height of my ceilings, I needed more than just the 4-inch riser. So I was looking at like 8 to 10 inches, and I really wanted to get these things up as high as possible so I could enjoy that bottom shelf that much more, because again, the viewing angle looking down is just so much more narrow than looking up top. So I did some research, and obviously it measured my ceiling and how tall it was going to be. I just couldn't fit a 4th row of Moducases, so that was out of the question. So I was looking at risers, and I went to Home Depot and I picked up some 2x8 boards that are 8 feet long, and the 8 feet worked perfectly because I just had to cut like an inch or two off on the ends. And I decided to do this because it was very cost effective. I think this whole project I was in about $50. So you can do this very cheap. The wood is cheap, the spray paint is cheap. You just need to make sure that you have the right tools for the job. So you're gonna need a screwdriver, a drill, a circular saw. The other thing would be if you have like clamps or an angle, that's obviously gonna help, just to build the project, but it's not necessarily a need. So I just got 4 2x8 boards and measured out what I needed, measured out the size of the cases, the length and the depth, because I want it to be pretty much flush with the cases themselves. I think I did a pretty good job. So I just made the cuts, measured them out, made the cuts, and placed it together to see what it looked like. And once that I had them kind of laid out how I wanted them to be, I took a nail gun and just put them together, kind of like temporarily until I could get the screws in, because I didn't want them falling all over the place. So nail gun them together, and then I pre-drilled some holes for the screws just to make the screws go in a little bit easier. Otherwise, you might be stripping out your screws and it's just a big headache. So just put the screws in. After that, lined them up with each other, tried to make sure they were level and square, and after that it's just time to paint. So I just put a couple coats of spray paint on, let it dry for a little bit. Once I brought it, I actually made these into 2 pieces, by the way, too. So basically they fit each case. I wanted to do one solid piece. I thought it would look a little bit better. You wouldn't have that cut in the middle, but there's just no way to get it downstairs. So had to do 2 pieces. After painting it, looks good. I didn't even have to paint the whole thing because some of it you're just not going to see, so I didn't really paint the back. It's going to be against a wall. Just paint what you need to paint. These things don't have to look spectacular. They just got to do a job of raising these things off the ground. When I got it down here, I put some felt pads on. This is more so a need if you're on like a hardwood floor. This is on carpet, but I still wanted there to just be some buffer between the carpet and the wood, so I just put them on just in case. And then laid them out, made sure I had them in the right spot, lined them up. And then I had my buddy Brick Artemis come by and help me lift these things on. I wasn't going to take them all apart. I just wasn't going to do it. So he helped me. Luckily, they didn't give way at the middle. We just lifted on each end. We took all the shelves out, took all the boards, the panels off as much as I could to lessen the weight. And obviously, there was a lot of figures that I had to take out and find spots for, and putting them back in. That was, a pain because I just did that not too long ago when I moved everything in this room, but it was worth it in the end, because I tell you, 8 inches off the ground, 2x8 boards. You can go 2x10, you can go 2x4, you can go 2x6. So there's really no end to the possibilities. With whatever height you need to do, you can tailor it to your specific room, and that's what's nice about this. I do hope Moducase offers more options for risers down the road, but maybe you spent all your money on Moducases, you just can't afford the accessories. That's kind of the boat I'm in. Plus, this just worked better for the height. So, you know, maybe doing it yourself is going to save you some money, make you feel a little bit more confident in your abilities, and just be quicker. You don't have to wait for it. I did this all in the same day, and I got it done in about 3 hours. So this is a very quick build, very easy, really no fuss to it. And as you can see, once we got it set up, you know, I put everything back in, and again, the difference is night and day, honestly. Like, getting these things up 8 inches just really helps you be able to view the figures on top even better, but more importantly, the figures on bottom. You get that much more room, you know, to a viewing space. So really looks good. You know, even from the couch on the other side of the room, I can see the figures better. I'm just really happy with this. It gives it almost like this bigger presence as well. And then I don't see the cords on top as much either, because that's where I hide all my cords, is right on top. So you don't have to worry about seeing those anymore. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Finally just went out and did it. I'm so glad I did, because again, it really does give a different appearance of your Moducases. So if you're in the market for something like this, if you have Moducases or not, even if you have Detolfs, this might be something you want to do just to raise your Detolfs off the ground. But I also have that other video if you want to do something that you can use as storage as well. You know, you can put stuff in, make more like a shelf. So that's an option too. Go check out that video. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help you out. That's what I'm here for, just spreading positivity into the community, as well as just, you know, helping you guys out with things that I've learned along the way. So if you have any feedback for me, love to hear it. Love to hear just that you watch the video in the comments below. So till next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.